Welcome to Queer Coded Country, where Yeehaw meets Yes Queen.
A podcast about growing up in the South and realizing that it's pretty dang queer. I'm Tucker.
And I'm Hunter. And I'm ready to get right into it.
Do it.
How's your mom and them?
How's your mom and them? Man, mom's pretty good because I am kickball update. We are up by 1 in the league, making us number 1 on the Monday Night Kickball League.
Wait,
the Tater Thoughts are in first place.
Tater Thoughts in first place because last week, weren't you down by 1 run or
Yes.
1 score?
Yes.
So you're up by 1 now.
Yeah, we're up by 1 run now in the total league. So we are in first place and I'm feeling good and we're feeling confident going into the games.
Okay.
So how's your mom and them is great.
How many games are left? When do we know if you finish on top or not?
By June 10th.
Okay.
Our last game is on June 9th, I think.
I don't know what day it is because to tell you how my mom and them been, I was in Arkansas for work all week. And I learned that my biological mother was actually going to already be in town that weekend.
Perfect.
For the Razorback baseball game
Stars
and my nephew's tournament or whatever, the Little League thing. So I extended my stay.
Mm-hmm.
4 days of entertaining clients and then partying with my mother. And you know how she gets down.
Yep.
I'm tired.
Yes.
But I have to take us back to a moment that we both knew. I went to the Razorback baseball game.
I mean, love it.
I literally was... Okay, so that was the whole point. Mom was staying. We were going to go to the game, whatever. I say, hey, why don't we get drinks before the game? And so we do. And we have like way too many drinks.
Yeah,
so I'm already like a little lit trying to go into this environment, right?
Yeah.
And then we get out of the car and I have my weed pen. And I was like, what if they take the weed pen? Because, you know, I'm trying to be like stoned at this game. Right. I'm walking into an environment that is full of past trauma.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm also excited to be there. Mom and I have been drinking.
Past trauma, but also like great memories.
Yes. Yeah, we can look back on it. So I rip the weed pen. Okay? Like I'm afraid that they're going to take it.
Yeah.
Well, that was a big fucking mistake.
I'm sure.
Immediately we get in, we go through security, we go through the back check. They didn't take it.
Right.
I would have been fine. I didn't have to do that to myself in the parking lot. And so we get in. And the reason that my parents were there is because my nephew's baseball team also had a tournament. Yeah. And I guess we're good at baseball.
Yeah.
We being Razorbacks,
yeah.
I think
the Razorbacks are good.
Big game. Tennessee, big game. The whole town was talking.
Yeah.
I didn't
determined who went into the playoffs.
I mean, oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Huge deal. Huge deal.
Here's the thing. So my nephew's baseball team was there. And my mom and my dad were also there. My dad coaches my nephew's team. Yeah. So obviously, you know Stacy. She's an icon. Yeah. And everybody loves Stacy.
Yep. Team mom.
And she's also very proud of me, which I love and appreciate. Yeah. Which meant she wanted to introduce me to all of the moms and dads on Ty's team.
Right. People that she sees a lot in on the daily.
Correct. And has told stories about me and whatever. Well, let me tell you, I didn't know that's what we were going to do immediately entering.
Okay.
So remember, now the parking lot hits. And they're all coming at me. I mean, just literally, I'm getting face fucked with marijuana high. Too much. I had been drinking, whatever. And so I start getting introduced to these people. Yeah. And I am trying everything. It is taking me everything to hold it together. I'm fighting for my fucking life. So finally, I'm talking to this one guy, and they're trying to explain these like small town connections that I would know or whatever. And I said, I'm so sorry, sir. I have to interrupt. I'm very stoned. And I am really struggling to keep up right now. And it's not disinterest. I just can't keep up. And mom looks at me and is like, oh. And I'm like, oh shit. Now I'm telling mom's friends that I'm stoned. But I was like, I had a moment of panic where I was like, I can't be in this conversation anymore. Right. If I don't admit that
it's going to be a total combustion.
I need a 10-second delay before anything. Okay, so then the real drama is that my estranged sisters, boyfriend, also the father of my nephew, I haven't seen him in 10 years. The last time I saw him, I was having him escorted out of the hospital by security while my nephew was born. So talk about an awkward person to see, okay? Yeah. Well, mom was also a little tipsy and she's like bobbing and weaving to all her friends and like waving for me to come up there to meet these people. And I would have been right in the path of this man. Yeah. And let me tell you, I was not in the mood. I could not. I was like, I'm already so stoned. I haven't even whatever. And so my mom's looking back, waving me over to like come meet these people. And I'm going like, cut it. I can't do it. And the people she was trying to introduce me to like look back. And now I'm sure that these women think I'm like,
damn.
No, I can't meet these people. I mean, honestly, I have to give myself a little credit because I forget, even as an evolved adult, I was walking in to meet hometown Jonesboro, Arkansas people. Yes. I don't know who you voted for. Yes. I don't want to engage with you until I know where you stand on certain issues.
Yeah.
See my nephew that I haven't seen.
How comfortable you can be.
Yeah, my nephew that I haven't seen in years because of my relationship with my sister. I'm surrounded by frat boys that certainly didn't have dolphin kissing pictures.
Yes,
like they literally, they were in, like they got in.
Yeah.
And then I'm with my mom and dad and I'm like trying to manage all of these emotions and I'm stoned out of my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Regrets, but also a funny story now.
Yeah, like God. I mean, so the context is that you're sitting at the baseball game too, which again, like sports being like some of the backdrop of our entire like background. So it's totally understanding how you're already walking into an environment that you have heart for, but also like some evolved feelings for.
Equal parts nostalgia of like, oh, this is this used to be my playground.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, let's throw it back. But it used to be my playground. And now it kind of still is.
Yeah.
I can remember the good parts of it, but then also like trauma, like scary men, scary teenagers, scary everything. And I'm like, get me a drink and get me to my seats.
Yes.
But let me tell you, I had forgotten the asses on baseball players.
Oh my God.
Doc start here for the Rays.
They're great.
Is it just the way the pants fit?
It's totally the uniform. It's partly the uniform.
The way that
they're also athletes. So
they're athletes, and I know that they're in college.
Yeah.
And they can all sit on my face.
Sit on my base.
But okay, so all of the trauma that we talked about, I saw Lee and Catherine.
Yep, two title holders.
Grand
Supreme.
And they came over and sat. Luckily, there were no people showed up beside us when we were seated. And so they came over and we just got silly.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yes.
Silly. It just pours out.
Reminding it's like why you fell in love as friends in the first place and just getting to do that all over again.
Exactly. And then we clocked into the walkout songs.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God, what would your walkout song be?
This is the best question of all time.
Because walkout songs are so queer coded.
Yes.
It's your little opportunity while you walk your cute, tight, high and tight ass up to that base to do whatever pre-thing routine you have. To tell us a little bit about who you are.
Who you are.
That is a walkout song.
It's also an accessory of sorts. It's personal branding, mama.
Bitch.
And
that's why we're starting an agency to market baseball players, their tight asses, and their walkout songs. Contact us, howdy@queercodedcountry.com.
And exactly. So, okay, if you had a walk-up song, what's it going to be?
Okay, the first one that popped into my head, because this also for some reason, with our Casey anthems and whatever, it's very connected to now, whatever. Yeah. For some reason, I want my walkout song to be the original inner cunt that I had.
Yes.
And with that, it was Goodies by Sierra.
Yes.
You may look at me and think that I'm just a young girl, but I'm not. Just a young girl, baby. This is what you're looking for.
God, Goodies
Sexy,
is so
independent.
Good.
I mean, come on. I would literally be just, that song makes, I'm shaking right now.
Yes.
Literally my whole body moves to that song.
Yes. Sorry, I have to go on off a tangent just about how excellent of a dancer Sierra is.
Well, let's just put some respect on Sierra's dancing chap.
No, I mean, my God. Okay, so my walk-up song is Let Me Clear My Throat, which we've already talked about, is one of our college and
would you do choreo with the bat?
Obviously. Hello. Absolutely. But I love that so much just because it's funky and it just always it gets everybody hyped and I would love it. But walk-up songs are also queer coded because that's ultimately what my answer to the question of what's the gayest thing about me is that I'll do runway walks in my apartment.
Oh,
that is a runway walk.
Yes. Okay, and speaking of runway walks, I couldn't just choose one because, Lee, Trina, we're all riffing. The other one that I thought of was Lose Control, Missy Elliott. And so imagine you're walking up to the but then as soon as I get into the batter's box and I start spreading out to get ready, I got a cute waist, chubby legs, thick waist. Now I can't do it because I'm
chubby waist, thick legs,
in shape.
Yeah.
Literally, I fucked it up here because I'm so excited trying to tell the story. But the whole point is that it would be talking about my fat ass while I spread my fat ass in the batter's box, ready to hit a home motherfucking run.
I think you're
and then I would twerk if I got a little shake if I got a home run.
This is the vision board.
Honey, I've been thinking about this since that's probably what went through my head when I was in Little League Baseball.
Oh, absolutely. Another one of mine, which was that's kind of the old version of me that I would love. It's a traditional walk-up song, I think. But if I was going to unleash my inner cunt, it's definitely Pure Honey. Beyonce.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. Oh, also, that just made me think another one that would be good. Move out the way.
Oh, perfect with the back.
When a queen come through.
Yeah. The choreo.
It's a home run.
Really good.
Yeah. Oh, my God. We got to go to college again.
We got to go back.
We got to go back. Okay, no, it was so funny because also just I love to find the queer moments and the humor and the laughter. And to tell you how stupid we got, at one point we were talking about if I would wear a wig when I played, and we started singing My Wish by Rascal Flatts, but my wig for you. That's how weird this game got. So I want you to know that I'm in the headspace, stoned, drunk on Michelob Ultra draft until I discovered the Modelo booth. And so anyway, we're in this weird headspace and I start tuning into the conversations around me.
Yes.
And this is
we're locking into the environment now.
This is why we're talking about fandom today, because it is wild.
Yeah. Sporting events are another beast.
I mean, the passion for this. Okay, so I go to the bathroom. Let me also say that the morning of, when my parents were getting in town, I'd been entertaining clients for 4 days.
Yeah.
I am the same person sitting in this chair when I'm entertaining clients. I don't have boundaries. I don't have limits. So I'm just dried up.
Uh-huh.
So that morning I go get an IV bag of fluids, Zofran, Pepcid, B12. I'm like, I have to show up for mom.
Yeah.
I have to show up for mom. So I get that, not thinking about the fact that I was going to a sporting event later and the hella hydration bag was going to make me have to pee every 10 minutes. So most
hydration.
That's what it was called. Hell of a hydration. And bitch, it worked.
Yes.
Honey, I was hydrated
on the
and
move.
Thirsty for the high and tight ass.
Yes.
But really, I spent a lot of time in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And the first time I went in there, I was shocked. This dad walks in with his kid and he's like, okay, son, you got to really hurry. This can't be a long one. We've got a runner on third. We've got to get out there. And the little kid is like, but why, Dad? Literally talking about, he's like, because, we came here to watch the game and see the points. And he's like, but didn't they already get some points? And he's like, but yeah, there's a runner on third. And the little kid is just farting.
No.
And but also let your little kid take his time shitting. A runner on third and the passion.
Yes. The playoffs, mama. We got to see that runner on third.
I didn't even know I was there for the fucking playoffs. No wonder everyone
to the playoffs
was looking at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
So I had to pee every 10 minutes. And eventually some people were sitting down next to us. And it was these two older women. And I'm going to sound like an asshole making shit jokes about older women, but they were cunts. Oh my God. Literally, they literally were sitting there and I would have to get up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
They're batting right now. What are you doing?
Oh,
I'm like, Miss Ma'am, I'm going to piss in my thong right now if you don't let me out of here. What do you want? Are you going to be more upset about missing a bat or a faggot that peed himself at the Razorback bomb stadium?
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely
intense fandoms of watching the game.
Intense fandom. And these women, I mean, they hated us. I was scared.
Yeah.
It's funny because I can be so dom top.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Dom top.
Uh-huh.
In so many areas of my life. But like when I'm in a vulnerable situation, which I had some emotions that day already, I'm like, I don't want to disrupt this woman who's probably 95 and chose to sit 5 rows in instead of on the end, even though she can't move and wants to yell at everyone every time they need to get a fucking beer or take a piss. I mean, don't quote me on that, but the bitch should have got an NC.
My God. It is so funny though, but like people are so intense. Like I think when I was thinking about this, I feel like some of my very earliest memories of like seeing arguments and fights breaking out are at sporting events because people get so intense about either like sitting in the enemy territory and those fights breaking out, or like just interactions with people at your seat because you don't like who you're sitting next to. Like I've seen so much of that, and it's all for the emotion of the game,
the passion, and like literally as someone who doesn't give a fuck, could not care. And I'm just there to have a good time, right? And I'm surrounded by these people that are so passionate. And there was this one guy sitting in front of me, and he kept, "That's a balk! That's a balk, ref! Come on, you ain't ever gonna see that! That's a balk!
What the hell is that?
A fucking balk! That was a fucking balk!"
Hunter, what is that?
A balk? Well, because I played sports.
Sure.
A balk is when the pitcher is in motion. I'm probably going to get red if this is wrong. I think it's when a pitcher is in motion to pitch, but they have the option to throw to first base or whatever.
Yes.
But if you like don't do that in perfect choreo, it's a balk.
Okay.
But anyway, apparently
perfect choreo, queer coded.
Honey, queer coded choreo pitcher. Yeah. Well, he was a little femme the way he like leaned on one hip.
Oh, that is chic.
And I was like, he's like literally giving cunt when he's pitching. He was lefty too, so just his ass again the whole time. But anyway, these people, and then their son, this poor 4-year-old is like, "Oh, that's a balk," because like daddy said it was a balk.
Yes.
Also, it's just like the current political environment where like suddenly these people are scientists, doctors, lawyers.
Yes.
Whatever. I'm like, oh my God.
Yes, that's the authority that they're trying to give.
You also know better than the paid umpires that are right next to the pitcher. But honey, he saw a balk. Yeah. And he was going to let us know. A balk.
Your
bitch, I've been there for 5 days. I've been there for 6 days, honey.
That was
she country.
Perfect accent work.
But yeah, it's really crazy, and the way that there's just so much yelling.
Yeah.
There's just so much yelling, and like yelling at the coaches and like yelling at the players. I'm like, honestly, he probably was fucked up at the SAE house just last night.
Yes.
Like having fun. Just let him throw the ball around. Yeah. Let's chill a little. Says like the most competitive game.
It's not that deep.
God. But when it doesn't involve me, I'm like, oh, let's read these people. Really, it's my own insecurity about being around people that are that masculine.
Of course.
And now we said it.
Say that. So recently with kickball, I've like tapped back into some of those like phrases that you say, like what people are saying from the stadium, from the stands, just like what you're saying.
Yes.
I find myself a lot of times when I'm on the field and people are like running for the balls, good hustle, good hustle.
Or the chants, like good cut.
What is that? What is a
good cut is when they swing and miss.
Oh, okay.
But it was a pretty swing.
Oh, okay.
Like the swing was giving cunt.
Oh.
We should say good cunt.
Good cunt.
In the queer coded country compound softball league, we say good cunt instead of good cut.
Okay.
But it's like, oh, that was a good swing. You were close. Baby girl, you were so close. That is good cut.
And good eye. Good eye.
Okay. So my sister played softball.
Yeah.
And I often bring the softball cheers into volleyball. And you saying good eye, there was one that went, good eye, ball, good eye, ball, ball, good eye, ball, good eye. To say like, it was a good eye because it was a ball.
That is something that I have totally forgot about, Hunter. No. That you just now brought back into my world is the chanting during the softball games. Like, and that's what made the softball games so much fun because in the difference of like baseball, they're not doing it.
Well, they can show emotion.
Yes.
So they're allowed to cheer.
I used to go to all of my cousins' like junior and senior year softball games because they were so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, there was one that I specifically remember. Also, my sister's team, the one that I liked the most, was the Dirty Dozen.
Oh, that's a great name.
They probably were sponsored by a farm.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
But there was this one girl on the team, and they would always, like, she was a really good hitter, and they would always cheer, I see a gap and Jade is going shopping. And like a gap in the outfield. Stop. And you know my gay ass was up in the stands like, I see a gap and Jade is going shopping. Honestly, the softball cheers, cunt.
I wish that I could have seen that. That would be so funny.
I loved the Dirty Dozen. Those were my best years. The Dirty Dozen was my best years. But also, just to talk about Chants and just like to put a pin in this like sports fandom. Again, I'm stoned.
Yes.
And I look at Lee and Catherine and I'm like, what is the origin of Chants?
Wikipedia now.
No. Lee looks me dead in the eye. Well, I think war.
Yeah.
And I literally almost lost my mind.
Yes.
Like, that's our bit title holder.
That is my girl. For that reason, 100%. Because she's like, oh yeah, you wanna open this door? Yeah, let's talk about it.
We're literally sitting at this baseball game.
Yes.
Where I have unloaded all of this trauma and then get stoned and say, what is the origin of Chance? Well, I think war.
I mean, period.
Okay, so I think this is a good time to talk about how we've been talking shit.
Yeah.
About, good cut. It's a balk. And we like to acknowledge and be self-aware.
Yeah.
At Queer Coded Country HQ.
For sure.
And we know that, I know, at least for myself, I'm judgy as fuck of these people.
Yeah.
But we are just as bad with our fandom of so many things.
100%. Because I do look at it sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so intense over this. I mean, I get the passion for it. But then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I have a passion for some things that people would look at me and be like, it's a fucking show about women screaming at each other.
Okay.
And
1000%.
There are so many fandoms that people have. And obviously, like, Housewives and Bravo sphere is such a deep fandom that people find silly, but we love.
And we treat it like a sport.
Right.
And so on our fandom journey today, we are going to narrow in on our fandom of Housewives, because when I think of something that I would have my 4-year-old fighting over, it's absolutely Bethany Frankel spreading her legs and yelling, mention it all.
Oh. We want to mention it? Now we'll mention it.
Mention it all. Mention it all. Because you know what?
Bitch. Like, that is something, if I had a kid, I would want them, if their teacher said something to them that wasn't true, if another kid is in the room, honey, they're on their nap mat. Mention it all. That's how I'm teaching my kids to fight.
That is literally just like the balk thing, like of what you're saying.
Oh my god. The
kid repeating it.
Well, to set the stage even further, this is the thought that I had when I was sitting there. And listen, people around me looking at me like I'm an alien just because I'm a faggot, right? And I was like mask-ish presenting. I like literally was intentional about what I wore.
Sure.
But I think my Calvins were showing, and honestly,
I mean,
just
honey,
like, maybe it's the fucking Cowboys on my leg. I don't know. Something gave it away, and people were looking funny. And I was like, what would it be like if that screen was showing Housewives and it was a fucking Baum-Walker Stadium was 97.99% full of gays.
Yes.
And the other percentage that I can't do the quick math on are just like the woman was, cis, white, straight people.
Yes.
How would they feel sitting around? And what would we be yelling? And what do they need to know? And what research do they need to do before they come to Baum-Walker Stadium?
There you go.
Housewives Olympics. And that's where we're going.
And it's all in the spirit of understanding.
Oh, honey, I just want them to know what I felt like just trying to go pee out my hell of a hydration bag and get another Mick Ultra in peace.
Okay. So there's obviously iconic things that happen in a sports field. So we're going to go through and identify like what some of these moments for us are in our deep fandom of the Housewives. So obviously something you hear a lot is flag on the play.
Or foul.
Or a foul.
Foul on the play.
Foul on the play.
And to preface this also, there's no way we can get through everything that we love.
Yeah.
So if you're a title holder and you feel like something's been left out, don't think that we didn't think about it.
Oh, honey.
We got to keep y'all here for not 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
So we are ready. So what's your first foul on the play or flag on the play?
Okay, mine is a more broad thing that would happen. Generally, that's a foul or gets a flag. It's bringing up the husbands.
We don't talk about the husbands.
No, literally. Bringing up the husbands is an immediate flag on the play because you don't talk about the husbands and it always causes drama, and it always is. So some iconic moments in bringing up husbands history are, just quickly, Meredith, you want me to bring up our husband? Lisa and Kim in Amsterdam. Let's not talk about the husband.
Slam glass.
Slams glass.
Every go after my
And then Kelly and Emily in OC. Fucking dork.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking iconic. And here's where I want to go with that,
Yeah.
because you said that like you generalize, and I do agree. We don't talk about the husbands.
Right.
And also the kids are supposed to be off limits, but I want to get your take on this. Are the kids off limits if they're sitting doing confessionals?
Oh, no.
I think if you're sitting there doing confessionals.
If you're doing confessionals, I agree. You're a part of the story. You're a part of the narrative.
That's what I just wanted to make known.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so some foul flags on the play that I wrote down.
Yeah.
I wrote down a lot. But again, I'll go as fast as I can. Season 1, Dallas, when Leanne hits the trolley car on the way out, she like literally this trolley car is like going down and she like slams it. I put that one because that's a physical foul on
love that.
the play.
Yeah.
Also, another physical foul on the play. Your husband's in the pool.
Yes.
Like, honestly, love. I'd also like to add the Morgan letters. Touching the Morgan letters would be a foul on the play.
Oh my God. Immediate flag. Like, under review, baby.
Honestly, literally foul on the play. I think those are the ones, like, those are the, like, really good, like, those are fouls.
Yeah.
I think some of the fouls that when I thought of fouls and, like, bad things, I thought of Taylor Armstrong. And when she says, baby, there's no plane.
Baby, there's no plane.
And also when she's sitting in her suitcase and she just says, I want to go home.
Oh my God.
I think those were fouls against her.
Yeah.
Like, somebody should have got her.
Yeah.
Somebody should have said,
I agree.
Baby.
Her castmates all get a foul for not jumping in sooner.
Yes. And then, okay, 2 more that I just thought of.
Yeah.
When Leanne Locken is like they're just hands, but she says, he sucked their dicks at the roundup. I know the boys who done it. That's a foul because, like, let's not out people, but also that's iconic.
So good.
I love that she knows the
boys who did it.
Who done it.
So good. So, like, what about there's being benched? Like, who should be benched?
Okay. And also, like, I saw a lot of people strike out.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people strike out at the game. There were a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
I was really excited for those when my mom would notify me that they happened. And
Yes. Oh, great.
Okay, you have someone?
Yes, I think someone that needs to be benched is Ramona Singer.
She's on my list, you motherfucking bitch.
Yeah. She's benched just because her general way of being. I'm sorry. She has made for some iconic TV.
She has, and we give her that.
Yes. But take a seat.
My exact note my exact note on Ramona was Ramona trying not to be a racist / Shabbat dinner.
Oh my
That's
God.
A strikeout.
Yes.
If I've ever seen a strikeout.
Yeah.
And while we're in the New York realm, I would also like to say Aviva throwing the leg. Like, honestly,
that's a leg on the play.
Not a leg on the play, and Aviva on the injured list, and ambulance coming out to get people off the football field, but the cheerleaders still like in like prayer pose.
Oh my God. Stop. Yes.
Okay, well, there's a leg on the play. I thought that was like really not it. Also, the Maloof Hoof.
Oh, Maloof Hoof. That was a strikeout.
A fan favorite of the podcast, but not really anything.
A strikeout. And when we say strikeout, we're talking about the person they struck out. Not the pitcher. They're like the batter has struck out. They tried and they swing and a miss. So mine are Monica Generally from Salt Lake City.
Oh,
because she tried a lot of things that didn't work, and specifically the burn book at the reunion was a flop.
Andy famously hates props,
and I think that was definitely a strikeout.
Well, let me say, he doesn't hate props. He hates like props that fail.
It was too gagged.
Yeah, too much.
But also my theory on that is that it was a Mean Girls integration because Mean Girls the musical was coming out at the same time and they were running ads on Bravo and it was timed so perfectly to the reunion. So
Monica was getting a back pay from the producer.
Yeah, who knows? They were like, we got to figure out how to integrate this.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my theory.
Okay, do you have more?
I don't have any more.
Oh, well, I have a few people. Lydia from OC.
Yeah.
I really wanted to root for Lydia, especially because she threw the balls voyage party.
Yes, yes.
Like for her husband's vasectomy.
Yeah.
But she was a flop. Cindy Barship. Just need to shout out to Cindy. I hope she's doing okay.
Hope you're doing well.
That was a flop. And then you brought this up earlier, and I hate that she struck out so bad, but I also hate people that are like her.
Yeah.
But Kelly Dodd had so much potential.
Yeah.
It's a shame she's such a monster.
Yeah.
Because that scene when she's like over there talking to that dork, you know, that big dork, and Emily's like, that's my husband. And she's like, well, he's a big dork. Like, yeah. She was great TV. She just also happened to be racist. Yeah. Like Ramona. Exactly. And like an awful person.
Exactly.
But, you know, she tried.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
So there's some others like getting sacked. And what's an amazing sack?
Like a takedown.
Yeah. What's an amazing sack that we've seen? And mine is at Kathy Hilton's dinner when Erica sacks Sutton because she checks Sutton so hard at this dinner for questioning so deep about all of her legal drama. And she has that moment where she grits her teeth and goes, or what? Or what? She sacks Sutton in that moment. And I do love Sutton, but it was just so good. She got what she deserved because she was being way too nosy.
Yeah, but that's one of my most quoted.
Yeah.
Even in meetings, sometimes clients will like say something and I don't want to hear it. And in my head, not out loud, I go, or what? Or what? No, that's such a good one. And while we're on Beverly Hills, I feel like Dorit really showed up this season. And I felt like we saw original Dorit that I hated.
Yes.
And was messy.
Yes.
With like celebrity, she did her thing, Dorit. And now she doesn't give a fuck, Dorit.
Right.
And when she literally was in the confessional and she says, ladies and gentlemen, Sutton Strack. And just perfectly.
Yeah, what did she say? She goes, oh yeah. She goes, Sutton Strack, a woman who loves to support women when they're at their lowest.
Yes, and it's just like a montage of the
or something like that.
That is brilliant. And also when she destroys Camille this season.
Oh my God.
And she says, I didn't call you a stupid cunt, I called you a fucking cunt, but now I'm calling you a stupid fucking cunt.
Like
gay gasp.
Like gay gasp. That's a really good sack that I did not think of.
Oh, that one really, really stuck with me.
Yeah.
Also, I think probably one of the most iconic sacks, takedowns. I love talking about sports. I know. Should we? Like, I wish we had a podium like that people do. Like, back to you, Tuck. And
it's
like
game day here at the Real Housewives Showdown. Oh my God, we're manifesting that as a segment at BravoCon.
Oh, shut up.
Putting it out there.
Manifest. But Phaedra.
Yeah. Oh.
And the pizza. When she's talking to Kenya about going to the sperm bank.
Yes.
Oh. And she says, what you will know is he needed $10.99 for a medium pizza. So he came in a cup so you could have a baby.
Now,
so check that.
Damn.
I mean, silence.
Big time. Yeah.
That's a masterclass.
Yes.
In taking people down.
And being ruthless.
We talked about like one of the most commented, or what? Or what? Slut pig. You're a slut pig. Is also one of my favorites after Brandy says, well, at least I wasn't doing crystal meth in the bathroom all night.
Like.
And that's when the sisters came out.
Oh, yes.
They were together in that moment.
That's a beautiful moment. And that's why producer Sammy has to watch Beverly Hills as their next Real Housewives watch.
Producer Sammy has been binging Housewives like it's their job.
Yes.
And we're getting them on board with OC. So I'll give another OC sack. Yeah. So why don't you have a piece of bread and calm down?
Another, yes.
Or you beast.
The quiet woman has seen some things.
That's not my goddamn plate.
You bitch. Like,
Oh my God. Another OC.
Okay.
Yolanda Hadid. Who is Adrienne Malouf in the world? That is
Beverly Hills.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. Producer Sammy, Beverly Hills. But who is Adrienne Malouf in the world? That's calling someone pedestrian.
I mean,
like you might as well.
Which is this year's. You live on a main road.
Oh my God. You live on a main road in Beverly Hills. What? Oh my God. Also, okay, wait. But we have to talk about Luann.
I mean,
Luann,
great.
I love Luann.
Yeah.
I think she is the perfect housewife.
Okay.
And so at Luann's high, I'm going to say a takedown was, well, honey, even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes.
Oh my God.
But
you came down in your Herman Munster shoes.
But at her low, when Barbara Kay comes for her, it's like, well, what? I mean, you're not Adele.
Yeah.
She has the hot mic moment, and she's like, well, I don't really think she can carry a tune.
Like, I forgot about
fighting
that.
words.
Fighting.
And you know, I did see Countess Luann's Cabaret.
I am jealous that I haven't.
And I got an opportunity to do the question and answer.
Mm-hmm.
And so they bring the mic over to me, and I'm like, okay, Luann, we've heard about him on the show for years. We know he's been with many housewives.
Uh-huh.
I must know, what is the secret sauce, because you all seem to hate him.
Uh-huh.
So I ask, how hung is Harry Dubin?
Yes. Yes, and that's on deep fandom to know Luann's body count.
Yeah, and
crazy.
Harry Dubin was Aviva Drescher's husband, and that's why she got on the show. Because she had fucked Luann and Sonia and half the cast.
I have a video.
And Ramona making out with him. She was making out with Harry Dubin.
Exactly. So someone sent me the video of when you went and you asked this question. There's video of you asking it. But my favorite part of it is at the beginning. You go, I have 2 questions. And Luann goes, 1 question, baby. And yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was originally going to do a 2-part.
I don't know. Somebody was like, 1 question. And
she did do that. I was originally going to ask 2-part question. I forgot about that.
And I just love that so much.
Luann.
It's so good.
Also, we haven't talked about my outfit or my glasses, and now's a good time because I'm dripping sweat.
Oh, the lights.
And lights. And this is what's going to be like to do confessionals one day. But I have this like sweat brow forming.
Looks great.
Anyway, we're going to talk about more sports stuff.
Yeah. So also like a play that you can make is like an alley oop, right? So, like, what are some amazing alley-oops that have happened?
I treated the alley-oop as, like, pairs.
Yeah, like iconic assists.
Working together.
Yes.
And I couldn't go into the specifics, but there were too many. I will always stand Brandy and Stephanie from Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're an iconic duo. Yeah. Also, early season, Kim Zolciak and Nene Leakes.
Oh, that's a good answer.
They alley-oop. Like, they were primed to be everything that you could ever want. 100%. And I love them so, so much. And then another alley-oop that is recent that I just really loved was all of the women that literally told Dorit this season, like, no, bitch, he's lying to you. Oh, get out. Like,
Erica especially.
Yes, like Bose and all of them being like, oh, no, honey, you got to go. Like, that's an alley-oop.
Yes. One of my alley-oops was not necessarily like a teamwork alley-oop, but more of like they were assisting each other and having one of the most iconic fights on Housewives history, which is one you mentioned earlier, which is Ramona and Bethany in
you don't support women!
Yes, and the Mention It All.
Oh my God, when she's on the corner, and it was like at a time when Housewives was changing like how they were producing and like the camera work around her. Oh, honey, yeah. When it's like, you don't support women and she's like walking Cookie. Or
imagine going to see that in the Sphere. Like, wouldn't that be iconic?
Not the Sphere. Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be so iconic? Live at the Sphere.
Live at the Sphere. Oh my
Okay.
God, what other alley-oops did you have?
That was my only alley-oop.
Okay, well, I had a lot of home runs, and we breezed past the
Okay,
home
tell me
run.
about a home run.
I am in my Sinners
Yes.
outfit, and I met Heather Gay on my 30th birthday.
Yeah.
There's a whole long story about it. You don't need to know all the backstory. I ended up in Salt Lake on my 30th. Heather Gay took me out for drinks. She literally
Sweetheart.
showed me the best time. She dropped me off at a table with these other gays and was like, just tell me you're my best friend. I got to go home, but just go with it. Had the best time. Like, truly an angel. 2 big home runs in my book for Heather.
Yeah.
Bitch knows how to tie it all together.
Yeah.
The receipts, proof, time. That was an Oscar-worthy monologue.
Oh my God.
And that's a hill I will die on.
That
And
is a home run.
That's
bitch.
a fucking home run. And then the next season, a touchdown.
Yes.
When she has the final dinner and she says, let's read the nastiest things we've said about each other.
100%.
And all of a sudden, we're hearing about the pinned back ears and
Yes.
she can't hear anything.
I mean,
Talk about brilliant
yeah.
television.
One foot in the grave and the other on
a banana peel.
Like,
Oh my God.
is
No wonder I'm sweating because I'm so fandom passionate about these balks.
No. The thought I'm having in the moment is that we are talking about fandoms and we might have some fans coming for us based on how passionate we are about some of these
Literally,
takes.
we are
we're
going to hear about this.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my God.
So my home runs are the exact same as yours. So like I have nothing to add because they are exactly what I put for my home runs.
Well, I have so many.
Okay.
I wrote more. So
Okay.
let's
Well,
keep
I kept
going.
mine lit.
Okay.
Short.
Another generalized home run is anytime they go around the table and they're like, so let's all say who we trust the least.
Yes.
Or
Iconic
who do you wish
Marisol
would go home
question.
from
Yes.
this trip?
Who would you kick off your wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another Heather Gay.
Yes.
Like, literally. Also, another home run for me is Dorinda in the Halloween episode. When she has the custom, like, I was saying about this costume. I was saying about everything.
Yes.
Or, did you know 25,000?
Oh.
Gosh. Okay, let me look.
Why am I blanking?
Oh, another home run. Shannon Bedore in the grave.
Oh. Insane.
So good. Okay, what else did I put? Mad Dolores is a home run from New Jersey.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, get out of here. And then the one I want to finish with, well, we talked about OC at The Quiet Woman. Not my goddamn place.
So good.
Home run. But okay, the biggest home run for me ever. I just rewatched Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
And Kim is going to record with Candy.
Yep.
And she thinks that Don't Be Tardy is going to be a country song.
Yes.
Like the whole thing is that it's going to be a country song.
Yes.
She shows up in a vintage Gucci floral, like pink long dress, looking like Dolly Parton or Casey Musgraves or whatever, thinking she's going to record a country album. And then Candy has written Don't Be Tardy.
Yeah.
And they put her in the booth and she's like, well, I don't think I can sing. She's like scared to sing because she's obviously not good.
She missed the vibe check.
But oh my God, to see her in there thinking she was going to sing the next Dime Store Cowgirl and she's singing Don't Be Tardy for the Party. And it becomes such a good fucking bit. I think that's one of the biggest home runs in history.
Yeah.
Because she also goes outside to take a smoke break.
Oh.
And call Big Papa and her lesbian lover.
Oh my God.
It was a nuanced episode that I will remember forever. And I thank all of the producers for that.
Oh my God. I'm so glad to be at this TED Talk.
Oh
because
my God.
that was perfect.
Well, hey, I don't have anything else on my note cards.
I have
sweating.
I have two other things. So the two other things I want to talk about are specific, like people specific awards, essentially. Okay. So the comeback kid. The comeback kid can mean two things. Who's had a great redemption arc?
Yes.
Or who do we want to bring back? And so my redemption arc comeback kid is Mary Cosby.
I was going to say Mary Cosby.
No, Mary Cosby.
She has had one of the biggest comebacks in all of time. And the way that she just sits alone and reads people.
Yes.
Like they were somewhere on a trip and she wouldn't get in the water because she was so concerned about like how gross the water is. And Brittany goes to jump off the cliff and Mary, the most Christian woman there, is like, hope you have a good jump, honey. It's going to be your last one.
Yeah,
like literally reading down. But she took notes.
Yes.
she came back.
Yes.
She humbled herself
Exactly.
in front of the audience.
Yes.
And had a powerful storyline and was funny. And I agree.
Yeah.
My biggest comeback kid.
100%. And the one that I want to bring back, Nene.
I mean,
I love Nene. I know, like,
we deserve her in
Yes.
some capacity. And we know, just like Jesus and his followers, people can do wrong.
yeah.
And
yes.
they can atone.
Yes.
And I want Nene to atone.
Yes.
And I want her to only atone for the things that she should.
Right.
And to own the other ones. Let me make that
Exactly.
clear.
Exactly.
Please don't come for me, Nene.
Yeah, no.
Please. We're on your side.
Exactly.
We want you back. We love you.
Yes.
You gave us so much.
Yes.
And now I'm sweating.
Okay. Well, hey.
Hey.
What are your parting shots?
My parting shots are how sweaty I am. My parting shots just say, I fucking hated all of the people at the baseball game, but I do also understand you.
Yeah.
We come from different sides of the fence.
Yes.
If you will.
Yes.
And I will stop judging your behavior at a baseball game.
Yeah.
And the emotions you feel and how angry you get. I will forgive all of those things if you'll stop voting against the right for queer people and trans people to exist and to have everything that we deserve so that we will keep hooping and hollering. Not that they're going to stop us from hooping and hollering,
Yep.
but like, I will not judge you if you stop being a cunt and voting to hurt people that I love.
And you ate with that.
Extemporaneously speaking is now becoming a hobby of mine.
I mean, hello, you're great at getting great at, and you're getting great at pronunciating.
Oh my God. Progress over perfection.
My parting shot is very similar in terms of like, I can very well recognize the passion that people have and support that and love seeing people speak and express so passionately about something they love because it is so inherent to them, like you were saying about the walk-up songs, and it speaks to a part of you, and I see it, respect it. My Housewives, I'm like, that is my fandom, and let me have that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And just stop fucking with us. Let's all just be happy and mad. Happy and
Sad
sad
at the same time.
Well, it's now time for Yeehaw to Yes Queen,
Let's
the
do
part
it.
of the show where producer Sammy, who also has homework to let us know if the
Yes.
Arkansas Razorbacks proceeded or
We
went
won!
on. We won! Oh my God!
Yeah, breaking
Producer
news.
Sammy-
Breaking news.
Live from Queer Coded
going to the
Country headquarters.
playoffs.
We're going to the playoffs. And now to play off Yeehaw to Yes Queen, the part where we rate things from Yeehaw to Yes Queen. And here we go. Michelob Ultra. Well, famously, didn't it be what in college did we call it cheerleader beer?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Did you?
I think I've heard that.
I've never heard that.
Well, I think Michelob Ultra is Yeehaw and Yes Queen.
I do too.
Because, honey, if I'm gonna drink a beer, it better be light.
Oh my
It
God.
better be fluffy. It better be 90 calories or less.
Yes, there's
That's
something about
marketing.
the aluminum can at a baseball field.
Yeah,
and that
Yeehaw-
is both Yeehaw,
Yeehaw
and Yes Queen.
Harry Dubin. Well, I don't know him like that.
You were trying to.
I mean, I think he's Yeehaw because he's ridden a lot of women, and I think he's Yes Queen because those women are Sonia, Ramona, and Luann.
And I agree. Yeehaw.
And, yes. Balks. Well, when this man balked, I was turned on.
Okay.
And for that, it's a yes. Queen.
I also love how, like, when I hear balked, I'm like, and I balked.
I balked.
I honestly just balked.
I balked.
So that's why I say it's Yes Queen.
And it's Yeehaw because of the way this motherfucker and his 4-year-old were saying, "That's a balk! That's a balk! Don't you know anything, ref?" Okay,
Of
that's
course
the way
ref
to end the
doesn't.
show.
All right.
And for that, we say,
Y'all come back now, you queer. Queer Coded Country is created and hosted by Hunter Poole and Tucker Travis, produced and edited by Sammy Junio.